The Black Veil are a secret organization in various realities. They are wealthy, intelligent, mysterious, and overall negative energy when it comes to them being known in and outside the realm of the entity. They are devoted to the entity, which in their words is an ancient deity that would one day help humanity evolve to another plane of existence. The Black Veil may be overlooked, but this organization is more powerful and suspenseful than you think. Off the rip, they kind of remind me of the Illuminati, which is pretty scary, not gonna lie, because of the fact that they're real. I heard plenty of theories about the Illuminati and those that are maybe a part of it. Creepy stuff. But anyways, where exactly did the Black Veil come from? It's like they just appeared. Well, dating back all the way to the Hag's lore, where it states this: one night as she was walking home through the woods, a terrible storm struck without warning. In the slick wet darkness, she lost her footing and struck her head. Slipping in and out of consciousness, she watched dark shapes approach between the trees. Soon they were close enough for her to make out their evil, hungry grins. This was when the Black Veil had first been brought to our attention that they are a thing, but no one knew who they were, what their purpose was, and why they were here anyway. What they do is pretty disturbing and definitely sets an even much darker tone for DBD that I don't think any other horror online game has. Remember when I mentioned the Black Veil in various realities? Well, there's also the Black Serpent Society. The Black Serpent Society is said to have worshipped a black serpent made of dark mist with 9 heads and 9 tails. The Black Serpent was a living deity that consumed people, towns, civilizations, and worlds. The Black Serpent Society believed that within the belly there was lost knowledge and power from all these consumed worlds that could help them usher in the golden age of peace, prosperity, and abundance. The Black Serpent can even corrupt people, turning them into demons. Now, there are a handful of things that immediately caught my attention while reading this. Was this serpent a beta version or a pre-manifestation of the Dredge? Or was it just something completely different? Mentioned in the Dredge's lore, Otto Stamper was the leader of the Fold, a peaceful community, but he was actually a low-key member of the Black Veil, and his main purpose was to sacrifice the Fold to the Dredge. After Otto sacrificed the Fold to the Dredge, it says here, Otto watched the creature as it slowly began to manifest into the very thing he had imagined, the very thing he had made them all imagine. It turned slowly to look at Otto for a long silent moment. Then Adrani drudged away through the thick black sludge, disappearing into the shadows from which it had come. My thing is this, right? If this serpent wasn't the Dredge, then does that mean we can be seeing this serpent as a killer later in the game? I say this because the Dredge had been anticipated by the devs for a pretty long time, dating back to Kate's lore where it states, around her, the leaves vibrated in unison with the guitar strings and the boughs of the trees lengthened, coalescing into a living form. Spider-like legs descended from the canopy above, grasping for her. Regaining her senses, she grabbed a rock and tried to beat them back, but their skin was hard as iron and the rock simply bounced off and skittered away. The legs coiled like tendrils around her limbs and lifted her towards the darkness overhead. Fog rolled across the clearing, obscuring both Kate and the creature of nightmares that drew her up towards itself. So I won't be surprised if that's the case, but I'm not entirely sure if we will see this serpent that the Black Serpent Society worships. Who knows? The fact that the Black Serpent Society perform human sacrifices, arcane rituals, and cruel experimentation, as said here, I can see why the Dredge was a 6th anniversary killer and not just some ordinary killer that some people may have avenged. The Dredge was very close, if not the closest to the Black Veil, and as time goes on, I think we will eventually get closer and closer to them and their secrets. Hopefully. Only time will tell, but of knowing the Black Serpent Society, they are also powerful enough to corrupt or possess people. One of those people being Kazan Yamaoka, aka the Oni. As it says here, his rage, bloodlust, and perverse sense of honor knew no bounds. Monks believed he was possessed by something dark and otherworldly, and cursed him while a noble lord began to call him Oni Yamaoka, the rageful samurai, an insult both to Kazan and his family. Not gonna lie, that one just interested me the most considering that I just love the concept of the Oni overall, but the Black Veil had encounters with many characters in the game such as the twins, Elodie, the Blight, which is kind of a speculation, and Jonah. There is one character in particular that may have a very strong connection to the Black Veil, that character being Adiris, aka the Plague. As said here, it is believed that the religion led by Adiris is the origin of the Black Veil. This is due to them being two different religious groups that worship the entity, and due to there being no information about what happened to the Babylonian religion after Adiris was taken. The bummer part about this is that this is just speculation, so it's not entirely confirmed, but you know, like one of those theories that it's like they're a theory but they're not a theory, because the fact that it's so accurate how much evidence is put into it to make it not a theory and actually a fact. Is like one of those, but you get my point. It does come off pretty vague as to where Adiris followers had gone or what happened to their religion, but I definitely think that the Plague had a very close, if not the closest connection with the Black Veil, considering that those may have been her followers. They followed her before going their own route. Who knows? But here's a fun little theory that I had in mind while making this video. The Black Veil exists in various realities, right? Meaning it's like a Black Veil verse. In a way, what if within these realities the Black Veil stock not only the characters we are not familiar with, but are familiar with? Licensed characters. This can explain why, or at least be a part of why licensed chapters happen anyway, though we know the real reason why. Yeah, the entity takes these characters, but that doesn't mean the Black Veil is not behind it all. They probably know and heard about what happened at the Beacon Mental Hospital, Fazbear Fright, hell, even Duloc. But as always, these are only theories. I know for sure we will find out more about this rabbit hole of the Black Veil and their dark, mysterious ways later on in the game, and I cannot wait to see what else that they have archived. Love y'all, take care, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.
To the beat, y'all.
Check it out.
Come on. 1, 2.
1, 2, yo.
What you going